Hey, welcome back, gamers, to Gamer Guide channel. In this episode, we're going to be playing some more Fast and Light and finishing up this particular series on it. We could probably die horribly very quickly, as last time we left off with very little fuel out in the middle of space and kind of hostile territory about two-thirds of the way through this entire mission. So we're probably going to finish up the last one-third in this episode. If we die early, we might start over again. Otherwise, if we get to the last guy, I'll be happy. Like I was saying in the other episodes, I don't guarantee victory on this. I've actually never won a Fast and Light game, but I figured we'd give it a try here and see if we have better luck in this round, as I have been doing a little bit of studying by watching other players on their YouTube channels play this game. So anyway, let's continue now with this episode of Fast and Light. So last time we left off, we had lost Rollin, who was our engine guy, but we ended up picking up a bunch of Mantis aliens, and so they are basically helping us out on board now. We are paused, and we are very low on fuel, so we could run into a problem relatively shortly, as we had just jumped into a new sector, and we've just begun to explore it. So let's go ahead and hit our jump map here. We have a distress signal up here, and we really have just one of three choices. We can't really go to any of these beacons. So in this game, if you're new to this Fast and Light, we're basically a Federation ship, and we're trying to get to the end to deliver some secret plans about the weakness of the mothership. And the rebels are kind of the bad guys in this, and they're chasing us. So we're trying to get to the exit here in each of these sectors before the rebel ships catch us, and eventually get to the mothership and defeat it. This game is very hard, though. Even on easy mode, it's a very hard game to beat, and so it's challenging, and I'm learning a lot as I go, but anyway, we'll make the best of it. So let's go ahead. We could go to the distress right away. There probably would be a fight there, but if it's something like they need fuel, we're really going to be in bad shape, so... But it can't be too much worse than we are now, so let's just go ahead and we're going to try for the distress. If we can get out of this jam with our fuel problem, we'll be okay. So you find a source of distress call, a small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire has got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. The fire suppression system is not responding. Okay, so I can try to rescue survivors. I can send people onto the ship to try to rescue the crew, or I can just leave. So I'm going to try to rescue survivors. Okay, so we... pull alongside a station, cut through their hole, and we're able to rescue a few survivors, but many more are lost. One of the survivors opts to join your crew as you offload the rest on a nearby station. So we ended up getting a rock alien, Jones, these rock aliens are resistant to fire, which is very useful. This guy's also a great pilot and also a good combatant. So he'll kind of go along with our crew of Mantis that are badass fighters as well. So it kind of makes us more resistant to being boarded, which I like a lot. I'm thinking kind of about getting a transporter, but I really would also like to finish out the ability to cloak and fire from cloaking. So those two systems are both kind of expensive if we get them both, and we're getting near the end of the game, so I have to kind of make decisions here on what's important and what's not. So I'm going to try to stay with cloaking and probably get the perk where you can fire from cloaking, as I like to use that for evasion. But I think if we do get boarded by enemies, we now have enough guys who are sufficient fighters that it's not going to be a major problem near the end of the game, especially if we get a repair drone or we do the drone thing. So that might be my strategy. So anyway, Jones joins our crew. Jones might be a better pilot than my pilot. He's a 7. No. Okay, so he's a... Let's put him on the... we'll put him up here, actually, on sensors, and he would be a good backup pilot in case something happens to Azarus, who's kind of our main dude now. He's been with the crew the longest. And let's go ahead and close all these doors, too, while we're at it. Alright, so everybody's at their posts, and now let's hopefully get a fuel here, because we're at 2. And we could get stranded, and that would be kind of bad. If we were to get stranded in the middle of space, then we're kind of at the mercy of people who pass by. So let's hopefully this next one will be a fight. I think what we're going to do is we're going to fly through here and try to hit a bunch of these beacons around the exit and just wait it out as long as we can. assuming that we get fuel. So here we go. Alright, Mantis, okay, we do have a fight, so we could possibly get fuel here. Mantis outcasts something that makes... What does it say? The Mantis outcasts sometimes make the mistake of taking the Zoltan for easy game. The scout moves into attack while a boarding party beams aboard the nearby transport. Okay, so we're going to get some boarders, but like I just said, I think we're going to be okay. Where is the transporter room? I guess they don't have one, but they just get to board anyway. That's kind of weird. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll fight back with our Mantis that are already on our ship. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the rock guy and this guy up there. And then I'll move this guy in as soon as the other two make it in, because the rock guy's kind of slow. So that way I don't have to move people off our main systems. And while we're in the this room, we can actually heal too. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And while we're alarming up our lasers, I guess we're going to go ahead and try to take down the shields. We'll hit them all at once with our lasers. Okay, so we got two in there. What I'm probably going to do is just open this up. There we go. And now there should be no problem. We'll be able to kill them because we're healing while they are not able to. So here we go. Let's go ahead and aim for their shields. We're going to just fire all our lasers at once at the same target. There we go. Taking out their shields. And they're fighting us in the medical room, which makes them rather derpy. Okay, so we killed both of them. And when we get our second volley, let's send everybody back to their stations. Actually, Yao's was our guy here. And let's see, actually, no. Hold on, one of these. Lang was he shields, or was Yao's? Yao's the shields. Okay, my bad. Getting everybody mixed up on their positions here. He goes here, he goes here. Alright, let's take another volley. We'll just send one to their shields and one to their pilot area. There we go. Took them out. Hopefully we get some fuel out of this. That's what we really need. Yes, 3 fuel. Very good. We also got a heavy laser Mark 1. Okay, I think that is not as good as ours. I'm not sure. We'll have to check it out. It's certainly something we can sell, if nothing else. So we are now out of the red, but we're still kind of in danger of having low fuel. As soon as we hit a place where we can buy fuel, I'm definitely planning on loading up on it. And let's just take a look here at our ship real quick. Under equipment, we were kind of full in our cargo bay, so we're going to have to get rid of some of this stuff. The Artemis we switched out for the S-bomb last time. This is a teleporting missile versus one that just is a direct shot out of our hull and can be taken down by enemy defense. So I like our weapon systems here. Now heavy laser, let's see, this is a 3, and this normal damage is 2, shots per charge 1. I think I do prefer the heavy laser Mark 2. We're going to go ahead and keep that. I don't know if I'll keep the healing beam. That's kind of yet to be determined. This is a higher requirement of 1. So if we, if we kept at what we have currently, that's 5, 6, 7. We could have a 7 weapon system and then have this extra heavy laser on the end if we wanted to. But I don't know. I guess if we don't get a transporter, we should probably sell the healing beam. Anyway, we're not going to upgrade the ship too much because I want to make sure we have enough money for fuel if we do run into a store. So let's go ahead and jump here. And we'll go to the center here. Let's see what we run into. A Zoltan ship makes contact. The nature of the day is rotational. The fever is emaciated. The reason is they've caught some nasty deep space dementia. Before you can consider finding help for them, they open fire. So space dementia, okay. These little slime monsters. I haven't seen too many of these guys on our playthrough here. But, alright, we'll see how they fare against our ship. I know those are super shields they have, so what we're going to do is we're going to fire all at once just to help take down their shield. Probably won't be able to penetrate through in this volley, but we'll be able to at least weaken the shield enough to maybe do it next time. We'll see how quickly we can reload. Actually don't need the medical bay right now, so I'm going to depower that so we can evade a little better. Okay, and they actually did hit us, so we'll go and take the guy out of our sensors room, and we're going to put him on repairing. This Mantis don't repair very well. Alright, second volley. Now let's aim for their shields, and I think we'll be able to take it down this time. Nice. Okay, we did a little damage. I already got it repaired, though. Let's go ahead and repeat that. See if we can do better this time. Okay, hit it twice. So we're sending it back into the same room to repair. Oh, they have a very powerful laser, though. That's not good. Took down our O2 and our weapons. So I know we don't have any transporters, so I'm going to go ahead and send this guy out to help repair, even though he's not a great repairer. There we go. Got that back up, and let's hit their shields again. Alright, he is done. I'm going to keep this guy in the back just in case we suffer some more damage. Okay, medical bay is down. We'll send him up there, and let's aim for their ship shields again. Alright, we hit them. Doing a little damage. Alright, here we go again. Nice, that time we got a couple hits in. One more volley and we should win. Because we're doing damage to their hull every time. Though they're also hitting us pretty bad too with their weapons. Alright, here we go, last volley. This should do it. I'm going to hit their piloting too. There we go. Alright, very good. We ended up getting a 2 more fuel, 2 more missiles, 51 scrap, and a burst laser Mark 1. Okay, but we're going to have to get rid of something because we have too much stuff. This item will be left behind when you jump. Let's see. We can kind of look at values, I guess. It doesn't really tell us what the things are worth. So, that would be great if it did. Or if we had a drone system, we could throw something up here. I don't really know if the Burst Laser 1 is worth more than a system repair drone or a defense drone 1. I'm willing to bet that it's worth more than a heavy laser, so I don't think these are worth that much. This requires power 2, this requires... that kind of gives us a clue. Power 1. We could also get rid of this. These are all power 1 requirements. A repair drone would be really good, so I kind of am hesitant to give that away. So I think I'm going to give away the heavy laser for the burst laser 1. Yeah, let's do that. It's not really anywhere I can... There we go. We can switch it like that. No, we can't. Doesn't work at all. There we go. Okay, so we're going to leave behind the heavy laser, keep the burst laser 1. Okay, let's get this thing fixed up. There we go. Send people back to their stations. And actually, we should probably save people's stations here now that we've done that. He's pretty proficient on that system. Dangler has been our weapons guy for a while. Lang doesn't really have any skills, so we're going to keep him either on sensors or something like that. Yao's, yeah, shield is good. So I think everybody is kind of in the right spot. So let's go ahead and we'll shut the doors. We're going to save their crew positions here, and then we can just send them back immediately when something needs to be done. We do need to repair soon, so I'm hoping we find a store. I guess I'm going to go ahead and hit this center one here, so we have more options next time if we do run into a store. And let's see, we found somebody wanting to trade fuel for missiles. Hailed by another ship, port, once in a lifetime deal. Yeah, we're not going to give you all our fuel. So, well, let's see here. Okay, so hold on. They want to give us 4 fuel for 4 missiles, so I think we will take that deal. Let's go ahead and trade. There we go. I read that backwards. I thought they wanted our 4 fuel for 4 more missiles. It's like, we definitely do not need that. but we'll take the other side, so we are not as much danger, as missiles are usually a little easier to come by than our other things, like weapons and whatnot, and that kind of gives us out of that pinch I was in. And now we can explore, I think, a little bit more freely. So, since I am not so worried about fuel anymore, and I don't see a store nearby, I think we're going to go ahead and hit this top one here. And we'll just do a little bit more exploring as the rebels come into the sector. Alright, space pirates. Pursuit of an identified ship. You quickly receive a transmission from the pirates. Stay out of this fight, and we'll make it worth your while. That offer's not so good, so I'm going to go ahead and attack them. Pirates, ship stops in pursuit and launch weapons onto your ship. Alright, let's fight. They got a slug, and they got a rock dude. And we have our dual laser systems. It should take them down pretty quick. At least I'm hoping that. Now we could go ahead and hit our stealth. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just so they miss for sure, because that gives us up to 105% evade. Alright, we are back in, so we evaded their stuff. I should be doing that more often. That's kind of my strategy too. I need to be practicing for the end battle. I need to be hitting my evade more often. So we're going to go ahead and hit their shield systems now. Alright, we were able to start a fire in there. And as soon as this counts down, we can use our evasion one more time to dodge their missile and their other attacks, as missiles are kind of hard to evade without super high maneuverability. Alright, they did manage to miss there. This is great. Okay, we got our weapon systems back up, so let's turn this back on and we'll fire again at their shields. Good, we were able to start another fire. That should do some damage to them. And the next volley. Alright, we can go ahead and a little late on that, but our next volley we can go ahead and miss that with our cloaking. Alright, so we'll fire at their bridge and we'll fire at their shields. Alright, we provided a sufficient match for the pirates. They are powering up their drive to get away. Okay, thought they were gonna surrender. Oh, let's hit that. There we go. That ensures a miss on their missile. That's really the most threatening thing they have. And now let's finish them off. I'm gonna let this fire first, and then I'm gonna hit the bridge. There we go. Find a previous offer was not generous enough. Let's improve it. So I could either take 3 fuel, 1 droid or drone, and 26 scrap, or I could reject it and continue the assault. But I'm not sure if we'll get anything off the other ship, or if it's going to be a rebel ship that will attack us too. I'm not really sure how that's going to go. But usually you'll get more if you reject the offer and just finish them off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Pirates are all dead, leaving the ship in space. Use scrounge from which you found from the ship and contact its former prey. We were too late. The whole breach deprived the crew of oxygen during the fight with the pirate. You salvage what you can. So we ended up getting more scrap, but not as much fuel. But that's okay. I think we're okay with that trade. I like the more scrap anyway, as we'll be able to heal up our ship and stuff a little bit better. So let's go ahead and let these guys fix up their ship, and we need to send some people to the sick bay here. Alright, looks like everything is pretty much healed up. Let's just get our guys back in shape here. Okay, all looks good. We'll send them back to their quarters. Alright, and let's continue now. Go ahead and jump, and where should we hit next? I guess the only option really is to come down here, so we'll go ahead and hit that. Alright, Zolsan Research Facility. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged faster light travel. They ask if your crew has time to undergo a few scans. I usually do these. Our crew calmly lines up for Zoltans to take the readings. After a short time, the process is done. They contact you. Thank you for participation in our study. Please accept these small cakes made of stiff dough as well as some scraps. Oh, good. Yeah, stiff dough cookies, so great. So we got 30 scrap out of that. We're now 248, doing pretty good there with our scrap. We really need to find a store now. Alright, let's see what awaits us as the next beacon. So I don't want to exit right now, but we could go ahead and hit this one and then kind of backtrack because each of these all connect with the exit. So let's go ahead and go back to the center-ish area. See if anything interesting awaits us here. What appears to be a Sultan's science ship requests permission to dock. We'll dock with them. You allow them to approach, but are caught unaware that they open fire. Okay, so they're enemy. Not too surprised by that. We're going to go and use our stealth ability here in a second, as soon as they fire. Alright, and we'll go ahead and fire back at their shields as soon as we unstealth. Alright, they were able to hit us once. Yeah, good miss. And let's fire again at their shields. Hopefully this will take them down and do some damage this time. We still got 2 till we are able to hit back. But we damaged one of the crew, that's good. Okay, we need to put this out, so we're going to send our rock guy in. And our Nether Mantis, kind of get everybody on that fire. And we're about ready to stealth again. Let's go ahead and hit it, because I don't want to get hit with that shot. And as soon as we unstealth, we're going to go ahead and hit their shields again. Alright, fantastic. Their shields are down permanently. And now we're going to make sure we take out their weapons. I don't want them to try to finish me off, as my hull is very weak right now. There we go. Alright, so the Zoltan captain sends an urgent hail. Wait, this was a test that you passed. A diverse crew works together, surely a sight to warm the heart of any dispassionate observer. Come, I shall join your crew. So we could take Grosley, one of these slime aliens, and he's an expert at shields with 23 scrap, 3 fuel, and 1 drone. So I think I'm going to accept that because I don't have one of these guys yet, and somebody who's a shields expert would be great. So we're going to go and take that. As it's usually hard to get people, so it's like worth 55 scrap or 60 scrap. He should be better at shields. See, he is 30% faster, so that's about the best you can get at shields. Then our current guy, which I believe was Yao's. Yeah, Yao's is only 10% proficient on shields. So we'll send him in here, and Yao's can be our backup shield guy. Let's go ahead and send him to the medical bay, too. He's injured, Lang is injured. And who else is injured? So I think those 2. But what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and switch these 2 out, and we'll just have a double person here for the shield room, just to help repairs go quicker and all that kind of good stuff. Alright, so we'll send him here. Yao's is our backup, so we'll put him in the room, not on the controls. And we'll get our guy back here on the shields. So let's go ahead and save our positions again, too. Yeah, Leg doesn't really have any great skills, so that should be good. And we'll go ahead and save our new crew positions. Now we should really be in pretty good shape. We might improve our shields a little bit, but like I said, I kind of want to wait now, as we're kind of beat up on hull, and we still don't really have enough fuel to be really comfortable yet. So, let's see if we can't find a store here. I could go ahead and up this now. It wouldn't be a bad idea, really, to up our shields another notch so we can get them all the way up like 3 times and have 3 shields. And we do really have enough to do it, so I'm kind of thinking I'm going to. But we would also need to add 2 more of the power bars, which is 60. And this is going to be 100, so it's 160 to really upgrade this to the 3rd level. Might be worth it, because we haven't seen a store yet, and we need to not get hit a bunch. So let's go ahead and just make the sacrifice. We have 111 left, and with that we're going to use that for repairs and fuel. So I don't want to spend it all, but I think that will actually get us quite a bit tougher. And now that we have the guy with 30% shield efficiency, I think it's really going to come in handy. So let's go ahead and we'll power up the shields all the way. Now we have a guy too, Grosley now, who can power up 1 automatically, because that's a special feature of this race, is they power up the system they're on by 1. So we essentially are able to power everything on our ship now, including our dock. So we could upgrade our weapons another and then be able to use our S-bomb along with our 2 lasers. And that would really ground out our vehicle pretty well. So we're not doing bad, except our hull is in really bad shape. So if we come up against a hard fight and the enemies can really damage us, we could be in trouble, we could lose. And that would be kind of a shame being so close to the end. But this is a learning game, so it could very well happen. We could go ahead and hit this again, I guess we might as well. Alright, there's some mineral-rich asteroids here, and the Zoltans have left idle, but you have none of the necessary equipment to mine them. So basically, on this scenario, you need to have a laser installed on your ship. One of these needs to be like a laser beam of some sort to be able to mine, so that's kind of too bad. But it didn't really do anything but waste of fuel. Ah, a store. Perfect. I was hoping for one of these. Alright, this should get us out of trouble. We still have 111, we can sell some stuff. It says, human ship hails. My friends, please, there's nothing I don't have. There's nothing worth wanting that I can't get. Want to take a look around my shop. Alright, we can do that. He has 2 guys on the first page. He also has a drone controller, which could be very useful. I was thinking about getting one of those, and we could buy it. And we also have a fire bomb and a heavy laser 1. Now, we really need to get rid of some of this stuff. We have a little bit too much in the way of things. We could clear some of this out by getting the drone system, by putting the defense and the system drone in there, or the system repair drone. Wouldn't be a bad idea, especially in our final fight, having a system repair guy. But I don't think I'm going to need Burst Laser 1, so let's go ahead and sell that dude. And Artemis, I'm pretty confident I'm going to be more happy with the S-bomb. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep the S-bomb and get rid of Artemis. Now, the defense drone Mark 1 is really good against the missiles. It doesn't really work against lasers, but I kind of like that because then it's never going to be used at the wrong time against things that we can defend against already. So I kind of want to keep both these things. But let's see how we do after we repair our ship and get a little more fuel. Repairing the ship first is probably going to be the most important thing. So let's at least get it up to green. I don't want to have to do it all the way because we could get a good deal or something like that later on. I would like to get some more fuel, as much as we can buy. So we'll buy the amount of fuel. Go and fix a little bit more, and I think we're going to be able to buy that drone controller. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do. I'm not really going to get the crew transporter, as I feel like our crew is... they can defend really well, and then we can use those extra 2 systems. Or I could go ahead and sell and get the transporter. But that system repair drone is going to keep our guys from having to run around the ship, and the defense could save us against the missiles. But that means we also got to power up those systems. Whereas the transporter doesn't really take that, it's just 1, and we have some guys that are actually pretty good fighters on our ship. So this is kind of a tough call. I don't know really what to do. What would you guys do? You can leave that in the comments below. Would you go crew transporter, or would you do drone control? Seeing as we already have 2 drones, the defense drone and the system repair drone. It's kind of a tough call. Now the thing is, on our ship, we only have 2 slots for the transporter, so we can only send 2 of our Mantis over there, and then send them back. So it's not really super effective, as they can stack up the guys against us, but in the last battle it could be good. So what do we do? There's some other situations too where if they just have 1 or 2 people on the board where it could be good. So it's kind of a tough call, but you know what? I think I am going to go ahead and sell this stuff off and get the transporter. So let's go ahead and do this. This is one of those big decisions that can make you win or lose a game. But I went ahead and did it. So let's go ahead and buy the crew teleporter. And we don't have quite enough for that guy. Now, I already have the healing bomb, so I don't really need to do much. We're already kind of there with that. And we have enough crew, really. If we had a little bit more cash, it'd be great to go ahead and get Ares. But instead, I think I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple missiles. Maybe like 2. And then I'm going to fix the ship up the rest of the way. Alright, so we made our decision. Hopefully that was a good one. We will see. Let's go ahead and jump, and we'll leave the sector. I'm sorry it took so long to make that decision. It's just, I feel like that's one of those decisions that will either win or loses the game. So we could try to go one more system. They're going to be right up on us, right on the cusp. And then we could try to jump out. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, let's see. They offer a slave. You recognize a ship, well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you a laborer for cheap. Alright, we could attack the slaver scum, which we don't have enough money to buy one, so I guess we're going to do that. But if we can get another slaver off the ship, we'll probably take it on the second offer. As I would like to free up the mantis to be transporters. There's send like 2 mantis down here that are good fighters. So we can board a ship like this and kill people. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we'll get ready to stealth here in a second. As soon as they fire their systems. Alright, that makes sure that they miss and we get the first shot. And what we'll do is we'll aim for their shields, of course, as soon as we come out of stealth. There we go, we were able to hit them a couple times. We did damage their crew member. They still have 2, though. If we can kill one of them, then we could board and win. But 3 against 2, unless we're in one of these small rooms, wouldn't be a fair fight. Though they only have 1 mantis and we have 2, so we're still kind of ahead of the game. Alright, we're not going to be able to cloak out of this one. Let's go ahead and hit their shields again. See if we can do some damage to their guys, and then we might beam over. And just kind of anticipating that, I'm going to go ahead and send a guy into the transporter room. Actually, Yao's and our communications officer will go. Alright, so they say, we surrender, take one of our slaves as tribute. Destroy us, they will die anyway, and this guy is an expert pilot. So I think I'm going to go ahead and accept their offer, because if he's better than Azarus and gives us 30 plus stealth, that could be a big advantage to us at the end of the game, so we're going to go ahead and accept their offer. Alright, perfect. And that frees up a crew position, so we can keep these guys on teleporter all the time. So I'm happy with that. And let's see how much... Okay, so Olafsson is only plus 10 evasion. Which I say only, that might be better than what Azarus is. No, he's plus 10 evasion too, so we have 2 pilots that are pretty competent. However, by putting Olafsson on piloting, we get 1 extra power. So I'm going to go ahead and move them. And we'll put Azarus now on communications. He can be our backup pilot. He won't be that far away. And so now we've actually freed up another power we can put. Let's see here. Well, piloting is a passive system, so I guess we're not really getting any advantage out of it. So maybe we should actually put Olafsson on another system so we can free up something that uses power. So we can free up that from the rest of the ship. I'm not really sure what that should be. We could, well, can't really send them to transporter because these are horrible fighters. Shield wouldn't be a bad idea, but we already got him. He's a shield expert. Doesn't make sense there. So I guess I'm just going to leave him right now on piloting. And we'll just take the extra manpower. It's fine. Alright, so now we're kind of set. We have 2 guys on teleporter, which is fantastic. So we can actually attack them now with the teleporting transport, and let's see how they do in fighting. He has a little bit of experience, and Yao's has got quite a bit more. So, yeah, that could be good. Alright, let's go ahead and jump out of the sector. Go ahead and head to the exit now. And we should just barely make it out without getting overrun. Alright, let's see what the event is here. Small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort. It is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. Let's go ahead and dock with them. Dock and signal the fueling station staff is refueling. Wait for them to finish, or blast doors. Seal your blast doors. One could ever be too careful when docked, so we'll do that. Pirates hidden on the station are confounded by your security locks, turning an attempted ambush into a fish-in-a-barrel firefight. You take control of the station and take its fuel reserves. Awesome! That was the right choice. So we ended up getting 5 fuel out of that for free, and that gives us up to 13. We are now officially out of danger of running out of fuel, which I feel good about, and we've made some major gains so far, so I'm really happy with what we did in this last sector. We got pretty much a full staff now. In fact, we do have a full staff. We can't get anybody else. We have some great fighters on board, so we can use a teleporter. And now I just want to upgrade our weapons a little bit so we can use our S-bomb and our healing bomb, depending on what we were doing. And also have our teleporter. We could actually power it now just by doing this. So we're already good there. I'd like to upgrade our navigation a little bit so we can get up to 50 or better on evade. And then with our stealth we already have, we can already dodge incoming shots at least once or twice in a fight. So let's go ahead and jump now and see what awaits us in the next sector. Alright, so we're going to be forced to go to the rock control sector, which is fine. It should provide us with some interesting fights, and we'll probably be able to use our mantis now too to really put the pressure on these guys. Alright, it says the rock people are a powerful and proud race. It is not unheard to have peaceful journey through the lands, but don't count on it. Alright, let's continue. So here's our options. We have a store immediately. We do kind of have to head that way. But it's not really a good reason for us to hit the store. This way seems like it's going to be very long, with less options, but we can get to the exit going through the bottom route. And by not going this way, we actually save up an event, as store would be useless. So whatever this way is going to be more useful to us, because I have no reason to visit a store now with 12 fuel and full armor, and not enough money to buy anything. So we're going to go and take the bottom route. Alright, we're in an asteroid field fight, and we do have those new shields, so we'll see how those hold up. Alright, a rookie rock cargo ship has taken its orders too literally, and took to the most direct route to their destination, right through an asteroid field. They're confused and fire wildly as you jump in. Okay. That's alright, we can take this fight. So the plan right now is this: we're going to get more scrap and we're going to upgrade our weapon system so we can start using our missiles and healing bombs when we teleport people over. Now they only have 2 guys. We could probably take them and disarm their system, so I'm thinking about jumping over, as our fighters are much better than rock fighters. Though I don't know their skill level, so if they're really skilled fighters, it could be an interesting match, because rocks are kind of the second hardiest fighting race, as mantis are the best. I think second is rock people. We're opening our base to put out that fire real quickly, and we'll close it back up. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can get through their shields here. Let's fire everything we have at their shields. Good, we were able to breach their area and do some damage to one of their crew members. And now the asteroids are going to do their work. Alright, the rock ship hails enough. We were told aliens were a threat to our ways. You have proved as much. Take this and leave us in peace. So if we took this, we could get 3 fuel, 28 scrap, and 1 drone. But we could probably get a whole lot more scrap if we don't accept their offer to surrender. In fact, I'm sure we would, but we would probably get less fuel. Seeing as we're at 11 fuel, though, I'm not too worried about it, as I think we'll at least get 1 from them. So I'm going to go ahead and not accept their surrender. I know how mean of me, right? We did take a nasty hit to our beaming area, though. It's not too good. Or our stealth system, rather. Though, that will be the only thing that we really have to deal with, is just take them out. Alright, and we'll see if that was a good call or not. Yeah, we got 45, 2 missiles, and one drone. So we didn't get any fuel out of it, but I think the missiles are equally as valuable, and we're doing just fine as far as our fuel, so I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Let's go ahead and get this fixed up. And actually what I can do is go ahead and set our new crew positions. I think I want to keep 2 guys in the transporter room at all times now. 2 of our warriors, so we can beam over and take out a room and do some damage if we need to. Alright. let's go ahead and get out of here, as we're not going to be able to upgrade our system here. But we do have enough now where we could upgrade our navigation or our weapons at least a little bit. So we'll hit the next one. We're kind of on a one-track route currently. Say you receive a message meant to degrade you as aliens. You half expect the attack seem to have come from a small civilian shark. Alright, well, we didn't get attacked, so that was just a threat. We got threatened. Big deal. Alright, here we go. An unusual solar activity in this region means you need to get out quick. The rock pirate nearby apparently thinks otherwise as they move in to attack your ship. Alright, well, that's fine. I think we're better prepared for this fight than they are. Let's go ahead and we'll get ready to stealth as soon as they fire the first volley. And then we're going to go ahead and hit their shields, of course. The same old strategy we've been using this whole time. Alright, that let us miss those 2 shots, which will keep our shields online, as that usually is what weakens it. Alright, we were able to take off their shields. So they were able to get some missiles in. At least one of them did. Alright, and we got a guy injured, so let's send him over to the bay. And we'll go ahead and send our communications officer and our shield man in to fix the shields as our shield guy gets healed. And now let's retaliate here, firing again at them. Alright, we're able to actually do some damage. And that should probably do more damage to them. Well, they are able to get one of their shields back up. Okay, let's go ahead and put out this fire. So those fires tend to spread if you don't take care of them immediately, and we'll go ahead and close the doors here. Alright, their shields are down though. And now we can go ahead and hit them freely. So we're going to go ahead and make sure their shields stay down and hit their piloting area. Alright, that did a lot of damage to them. And the next shot, we're going to go and make sure their weapons stay down. And we're going to go ahead and hit their... what should we hit next? I guess we can hit their engine. And can we stealth? No, our stealth is down. Let's send our guys in here to go and take care of that while shield guy comes back in. And we'll get that repaired up and close our doors here. Alright, the ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. We got 59 scrap. We did get 2 more fuel and 1 more drone, so that's fine, I guess. Though we're not really going to be using our drones at all now. It'd be great if we could sell these drone parts and go ahead and get something useful, but I don't think that's an option. Alright, let these guys go and continue, and we should go ahead and just jump out of here. And we'll probably repair the next. Solar flare imminent. We got, what, 5 seconds? Let's go ahead and we'll head to the next sector before that hits us. Just missed it. Alright, a loud thud resounds through the ship after jump completion. You just shunted a rock fighter and he's already preparing to fire. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll get you guys back over here. We need to see what's going on, so we're going to send you back in here and you up here. Actually, it was vice versa, I guess. Alright, so now we can see in their ship, they have 4 rock guys. If we stayed in the piloting room, we could do some damage probably before they were able to send anybody in. But I'm kind of nervous about that. Should we do it? I mean, it wouldn't be bad, but we could possibly lose some crew members. I'd like to do it on a smaller ship where we don't have as much to lose, really. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll go on a cloak here. Just making sure that their missile misses. And when we come back up, we're going to go and fire everything at their shields, of course. We're able to hit a little bit. And our shields are back up. Fantastic. And not going to be able to stealth through this. Alright, they missed. Fantastic. Alright, let's try again here. Alright, the shields are down. And we can stealth again now too. Fantastic. Let's go and fire, and Then we'll cloak as soon as they fire the missiles. This has kind of been a stalemate. Well, they did hit us, so that's not real good. Send him in for some repairs. Right, so we're able to get their shield system. I think we'll go ahead and stick to lasers now. Using one here and one other piloting area. Alright, I'm sending Olaf to the medical bay. You're gonna go ahead and fix that, and you're gonna fix that. I like to switch these guys if I can. I want you up here. Can I not switch these guys? What's going on with that? You can't be in piloting. Okay, well, that's interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and fire at these guys here. Alright, their system suffering. The rock ship attempts to make contact. Alien vessel, cease your attack and we will pay. So I could get 3 missiles, 1 drone, and 31 scrap. But right now, the missiles are not that valuable, so I'm not even using them. We're not going to accept surrender. Alright, this guy's pretty damaged, so we're going to send him out. And we're going to send... Let's see, where's Olaf? Olaf's son can go back in. And we should be able to finish him off this time. Alright, let's stealth. We'll miss that missile, and as soon as we come out, we'll fire. And take out their shields and probably kill them. Alright, well they evaded pretty well, but we did get a shot on them. I could go ahead and power down the lasers and try to hit them with missiles, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, let's get you out of there. Back in the pilot seat. You can go back to comm. Send you back up top. And let's see, Grosley, your shields guy, you need to get back down there. Alright, we're kind of back in good shape again. Going to take aim again at their shields. There we go, we killed 2 other guys. Now we could go ahead and, instead of destroying the ship, send our crew over to kill them. I think that would work pretty good. We can stealth again too, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit them with our transporter. And we're going to hit them in our the piloting room. Then we're going to go and stealth as soon as they fire over. There we go. We should win this fight. And we'll see. I think we get more goodies by not destroying the ship and just killing all the crew. Yeah, there we go. So we were able to get an ion bomb and 29 scrap. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and take them back over to our ship. And we'll get them fixed up. Alright, now we can go ahead and upgrade our ship a little bit. Let's go ahead and, while we're thinking about it, upgrade our weapons by 1 so we can start using our missiles. And we'll upgrade our power by 1 too. So we can keep that powered at all times. Well, let's see. I have an idea. If we send this guy here, do we get 2 power? Or is it still just 1? We do get 2 power. Fantastic. Okay, that makes sense. So instead of having Olaf's son as our pilot, we're going to keep 2 people in the shield room that can double power the shield for free. And we'll put Azarus back in charge of the ship. That makes sense. Don't know why I didn't think of that sooner, but it makes sense to have more guys working together in the shield room if we can get double power out of it. So we'll do that, and he'll be our backup pilot, and we'll send these guys back down here to the transporter room. And that should come in handy. So we are actually able to power everything up now all the way. Though I might want to go ahead and increase our engines by 1, but I'm going to wait on that as we do need to repair our ship. And have enough scrap is just useful to have just in case we come into a fight where we get down to the red or something, we can at least fire our way back up to yellow or green. So let's go ahead and jump. Alright, let's see, we have a distress signal here, and if we did that, we could backtrack, but I guess this is easily hit this and then go there. And then, yeah, I think we have time to hit that distress. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so you find a source of the distress call, a small research station. It appears to be a small laboratory fire, got out of control, and is threatening to destroy the station. The fire suppression system is not responding. Or our rock crew guy is immune to fire, so we can go ahead and do that. Rock crew soldier tears through the airlock directly into the fire. You've never seen someone that large move that fast. It disperses as much fire suppressant as possible into the heart of the blaze, and eventually the fire starts to die down. Contact the survivors. Okay. Alright, let's see. With most of the fire under control, the scientists are able to help secure the station. They offer you sincere gratitude and a generous reward. Wow, we got a lot of scrap out of that. We got 78 scrap, and even better, we got this weapons pre-igniter. And what I understand that does is it allows you to fire as soon as you come into an enemy combat situation. So basically we can fire all our systems off, weapons and 2 missiles and everything, before they get a chance to hit us. And then when they do retaliate, we can go ahead and stealth, and that would be a great way to get a leg up on anybody trying to attack us. So we're coming into a really nice strategy where we can fire everything we have at their ship, take out their shields, stealth to evade them, and then send our crew over before they do it too, to attack them on board with our 2 Mantis, who are gaining combat experience. Hopefully they'll have enough by the time we get to the end to be real successful against the enemy ship. But anyway, that's fantastic. So let's see what we have left here for our systems. Equipment. So that's actually our first augment to the ship, is the pre-igniter. I'd like to get the one that also allows us to continue to charge our weapons up while stealth, and maybe get the long-range scanner one too. I haven't run into that yet. But that'd be great. So this ion bomb, I'm not really a big fan of that. I'd rather have the healing bomb and the S-bomb. And we could probably power these both up. Right now I can toggle between the 2, so if we have our crew go over and attack, we can send the bombs over, the transporter bombs, and heal them up in the rooms. I think it only heals friendlies. Yeah, only friendly crews, so we can use it when they're fighting against enemies too, so that could be really handy. So we're doing pretty good. We're in pretty good shape. Here's our crew. We could go ahead and upgrade our ability to maneuver a little bit. Wouldn't be a bad idea. That's 60 to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we'll just keep this power down for now. Because like I said, I do want to save a little bit to get our ship repaired if we run into that situation. But that does up our evade to 48%. So we'll be getting close to being over 50% soon. As we have a skilled pilot at max level, basically. And yeah, so we're in good shape here. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit this one. Says, you see a small trading post and ask about refueling, but they respond, go away! We don't serve your kind here. You bastards. What kind is that? We kind of have all different kinds of aliens. The only thing we're missing is the robotic race on our ship. But we're doing okay without that. Alright, you exit, jump surrounded by dirt and rocks. Before long, a blast is detected by your shields. There was no asteroid. Incoming pirates. Alright. Well, see, with our new augmentation, we're already ready to attack, so that one little asteroid helped us break down their shields a little bit. But now, let's see. Actually, I think what I want to do is before I do that, oh, that's already gone off. Okay, so we'll go ahead and fire this too, and we'll fire at their ship. Alright. Great, we got the systems down. When they retaliate, we'll go ahead and turn on our evasion. Alright. And we'll go ahead and hit them again as soon as we come up. I'm not going to use a bomb right now, as this should be a pretty easy fight. Now let's see, I can't see into their room right now, so I think I'd like to send Jones down to be our comm officer so we can at least see what's going on inside their ship. Alright, they are pretty damaged, so if we send 2 people into their piloting room, that would be a 2-on-2 fight, and we could probably finish them off because they're so hurt. So I think what I'll do is I'll hit one more volley in there, probably the heavy lasers. Actually, that could kill them though. Burst lasers couldn't though, but it could kill one of their guys. No, never mind, it did kill them. Alright, 62 scrap, 3 fuel, and 1 drone. Good. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and save our crew positions. This is actually ideally what we want right now. Until we get more power here, then we can send somebody off the shield room. Because we're kind of borrowing power for the meantime. Let's go ahead and jump now to the distress call. Let's see what we get here. Alright, you follow the destroyed Spinkin to a tiny asteroid belt and find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. Offer assistance. Respond, help, our shields are down, we won't last long. Teleport, offer to beam on board your ship. Do that? Great, they reluctantly agree. Once on board, you watch as a ship crashes against the massive rock. They thank you, but say, I don't know what we'll do without our ship. As a captain, I feel obligated to help with your mission. Alright, so we ended up getting Brecken, who looks like an engine room expert. Probably could be more skilled than our current person. Plus 10, plus 10. No, it's not. So I think I'm going to have to leave Brecken off, as I believe a mantis in the engine room is more useful than a slime monster or whatever these things are, as these can fight better. And he also has experience in fighting, so if we get boarded, we're going to be a little more prepared. So I think I'm going to go ahead and say no and dismiss him. Sorry, Brecken. Sorry about your ship, too. Alright, well, that was too bad. Let's go ahead and jump again. And we have time for one more, it looks like. But just one. So we're going to hit this one, and then we'll exit after this. Alright, no one bothers your ship as you float around the numerous space stations and mining platforms. The Rock certainly run efficient operations. Alright, so it was an uneventful one. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping for another encounter. But we could hit the distress and then dive out, but then we'll definitely be in enemy territory and have to jump before they destroy our ship, and it's usually a pretty hard encounter. So do we want to take the risk? We don't need anybody. I'm going to say no. We're just going to go ahead and exit. Alright, you arrive at the long-range beacon. When the touch and light drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you immediately saying, "Greetings. Our supplies of mining explosives have run out ever since the rebels blockaded the system. Do you have any extra explosives?" So I can give them 5 missiles, or I could decline. For 5 missiles, I don't know if that would really be worth it. I do kind of need the missiles for the final fights, and I know we'll get some missiles here, but I'm planning on using them pretty readily also to heal my crew. Hey guys, I'm going to jump in and interrupt myself as this episode's gone on for quite long enough. I'm going to go ahead and chop it into 2 parts. So you can use this time as an intermission, as the second part will be posted today. So go eat dinner or lunch or whatever it is that you eat, and come back here later on today. You'll see the second part of the episode. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Please subscribe and like this video. I'd appreciate that. And you can always leave a comment below, too, as I like seeing what you guys think about Faster Than Light. And if you're playing it yourself, maybe you have some good strategies and tips for me, as I certainly do not consider myself a Faster Than Light expert, though it is a fun game for sure. So I will see you guys back here momentarily on Gamer Guide channel. Later.